Yo, Life here. I bring you today a narrated never used battle versus my good buddy and Marriland Forum member Pikapika from Australia. So if you don't like Aussies, then don't watch this. No, just kidding. Watch it anyway. The story behind this match is that he was recently disqualified for inactivity from the Marriland official Wobbuffet Tournament, but since he was a bit more active than his opponent, I decided to give him a way back in if he made a never used team and challenged me and gave me a good match. So let's see how he goes and if he manages to do that. I have a bit more experience than him in this tier, obviously. As you saw in the beginning, Pidgeot U-turned on my Wheezing, aka Arbok, and went to Swallowed, which I Ice-Fanged and then Earthquaked. He survived by a Whisper, Giga Drained me for some reason, and then died to the crunch. He brought in Pidgeot now, who and predicted my switch out, which was a good move, and Pursuit managed to KO me. I don't know if he's probably choiced, most likely Scarf, but Pursuit did KO me, so he might be banded. Now, choice he is, and even if he wasn't, he probably couldn't have done much to my Mawile, aka Scarm, for the win. So I Swords Dance up, predicting his switch out. I could have Iron Headed, but let's see. Anyway, Cast Form is brought in, which is relatively bulky for a never used Pokemon and has Flamethrower, but with 304 HP I figured I might live it. Wasn't sure though. Turned out to be a false hope. Remember, I had the Sucker Punch because he's much faster than me. Turned out to be a false hope since he has Life Orb support, so I wasn't going to live. But luckily I have Raticate, which outspeeds Cast Form. That's something he knows, and thus he switches out, which bodes well for me because I predicted it and substituted, and got the burn, meaning he's in a pickle now, so to speak. Delibird goes out again. Cast Form comes in as fodder, you know, and my burn damage gets done, but it's not enough to actually stall me out in the short term because I have a lot of HP left. Butterfree comes in, and it probably doesn't have much more base HP than Blissey, base defense than Blissey, I'm sorry. But he was gay enough to sash it, so Facade didn't KO it, obviously, and he got my sub off. It cost him his Butterfree, but at least I have no more sub. So now he thinks a bit about it and brings in Quillfish, which is a cute little spiky blue thing, which I really like, and it's a good never used Pokemon. He Rain Dances here because now Swift Swim activates, and he's trying obviously to go for the sweep because at this point it doesn't look too good for him. However, he does not know that I have Sucker Punch. Not all Raticates run it, and there goes Quillfish and most of his hopes for this match. But it's not over yet. He brings in Delibird back again, which he probably should have done before he brought out Quillfish, because he gets access to Ice Shard, which I know, and that if it's banded, which I think it is, then it probably would have KO'd my Raticate. Remember, it has 0 defense. There's a reason why it's never used, even though it pawned his ass here. Anyway, I bring Milotic in, which is my Corsola, and Corsola really likes Rain Dance. That was cool. I have a funny moveset on him, but obviously it doesn't come to exposure here because Surf KO's Delibird. He ice sharded, confirming my suspicion that he was choice banded, and he brings in Pidgeot, his last Pokemon. Unfortunately for Pidgeot, it has the same handicap as 90% of the birds in the game, meaning it can't hurt Rock and Steel type Pokemons too much. Staraptor's a big exception, and I use Surf because of the Rain Dance boost. Did very good damage, but I'm more defensive, so it didn't KO. However, Return, you know, can't do much. He's choice, as I thought, and Surf finishes him off. At least it was a fun game, and Pikapika earned his spot back. Good game, Pika.